So remember, Taco Joe, you and your team wanted people to know about your culture. Jim Riley, Tom Surson, Trevor Rieger, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinn One, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, Bitted Batford, Blue Boy Boxes, GPS, Paso Robo, Rapist Night, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and El Rees, Jim Hall, Bill the King, Morgan, Steve Jones. Be careful what you wish for. So, youth soccer, 2, orange. Oh, I wonder. Soccer, Harry? Bernard? Football, baseball. So now we also know where buck teeth come from. Soccer. See, Harry. And see, like I said, Taco Joe, Perlita, Britches. 2, Barnum and Bailey. A grown man and a girl. Grown man and a girl. That's how your pairings work, Joe. Right there, mustache man, all that stuff. Your lie will be revealed. So, Joe and Harry, Bernard, Pickett Street, Jamaica Street. Oh, 2 there, 2 streets. Because you guys are giving every investigator and police officer, firefighter, doctor, teacher, NSA, FBI, CIA, military, everything that they've ever wanted. The best gift for any investigator to ask for, Joe. Okay, because you guys are going to be the ones that are the sickos. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of them already knew your business, Taco Joe, Bernard. But, to announce it to the world that you're, sicko. And like I said, they'll know every boy that you guys victimize and torture, every girl that you guys program to be your dolly next to you. All of it, Joe. Swapping back and forth. Now it's not Kim, now it's Bailey. Back and forth. He's the GPS Knight, the supposed hero of all American. So they're doing it for you, Joe and Harry and Robo Knight. Your obsession, okay, and your lies. Buck teeth, now we know. We now know the hillbilly boy lying over there. Converse shoes. Everything. So, it'd have to mean that Dave did go pluck, steal, and lie. So that's what they're setting in for your great Google. And so Perlita, Brian and I, and some other friends who've been out here and know some stuff. Why doesn't it work? They're telling you, Perlita. Little bit of fat and LRA can't believe it. You guys stole it and lied, Perlita. Dave, Taco Joe. And then you guys repaired it. Matt, Karen, Faust Country, and Western Ghetto Life with the Negroes, the East Coast Negro and all that. But how do you guys have to have your Carney show? See, Joe and Harry, Pickett Street, Jamaica Street. You guys are going to find out what happens when you do things that people ask you not to do. Like the ghetto life. Like the football sports stuff. Like the Carney Red. You guys will find out. So, since you thought until a man, the destroyer of the Blue Hospital, going after the Schwartzes and me's, and the Kennedys, and the Hiltons, and the Bowmans, and the Schwartz, my cousins. See, Joe, it proves what you did to me and all in Amanda, and to Bailey and Kim. And then you program them to lie, right. So, once the sloppy second thumb to Ray Boy come away. So, this is our supposed culture of stank, Joe. Remember, this is what you wanted. I didn't. So, you guys will find out when you have the kind of attitudes that you guys have, what happens when you take stuff and change it all around. We let you, Joe. We're letting you do the rainbows and the barnyards and all that stuff. But Joe, right there, it already reveals your liar, Bridges. Screwed me in the Himes, screwed the Schwartzes. No Jews, no Russians. You changed Einstein's consciousness. No. Perlita, you're already a whack job with Elton and Don and all of them. Screwed with Valentina stuff too. And a whole bunch of other people's stuff. That's why you were all jacked up and deformed and messed up. I told Harry and all that the last time. But he doesn't care. He just has to have his racist hillbilly ways. Got to be the first one to show off. So they're letting you, Harry and Joe and Robo Nye. But you're going to look stupid. So, it had number 2 there. We all know it wasn't. But they're doing it for you. Soccer, football, and so you guys get to know how the hillbilly man removed one to make the 2. So, if you're going to do child bride programming, Joe, Harry, they're going to let you do your culture, but you're going to look stupid, Perlita. And he's just still throwing a tizzy fit. Why doesn't he match up with that? The bitted... So like I said, Red Rat and Dave, they're letting you guys have your carny stupidity. But if you guys didn't do it, then we wouldn't have this problem. So when you guys create the problem, like I said, now we know where the buck teeth come from. So, Harry, Prick Street, Jamaica Street, Cowboy Man, what point are you trying to make, dude? Because I told you, it wasn't all hillbilly farm. Your investigation, Joe, Harry, of the gold and the Negroes, man. That's why the carny Negroes run away. We're leaving. Because they know they were liars, Stan. You too, Stan and Joe, always. Joe turned into all-American white shit because he was a rapist and murderer. Your hands are all over it, Joe and Ellery. You've made every investigator's dream come true, Joe. It's like I say, Barnum and Bailey Circus, 2 grown man and a child. So Kimberly must not have liked to be carny carved either to Bernard. Could that be it, Bernard Elefagala chance? So they're proving who's not a Jew, all right. You guys. But what happens when you guys touch Jewish or Russian technology? Or Japanese? Or Spaniard? So look at the pain you brought upon this city 3 or 4 times in a row needlessly, Joe, to cover up that you're a stink, cowboy, piece of shit, have destroyed the wave and brought everybody out to live in misery. So they gave you your culture and, you know, your cheap idea, Stan. My tube is superior. Afraid not. We did it so we could fuck. And they let you guys. And my chicks, before you screwed us over, Joe, fucked you up for lying to them and coming out here, Colorado, Texas, wherever it was, Michigan. So, Joe, like I said, it proves, even though she might be agreeing with you, proves that you lied to all in Amanda and screwed up our shit to run his to make his own royal palace with the Rubble Knight and the Jonestowners and Haven Gate and Bernard de la Carney. Bernard, how can I lie when that's the reality that you guys live and what you actually fucking do? We can't, Brian and I cannot fix it if, one, we're not in that reality. In that domain of reality. We can't fix it. We can't fix it if Dave plucks stuff out of us that used to be in us. If you guys have a computer that you stole and then do hand-me-down, Bernard, the personality of my mom and you guys working together is just all over it. You're the stink, everything. So you guys can cover. Well, Stan was in the hospital. Well, you know, I told you Perlita's not my sister or wife, but you ghetto-style produce children. And then she goes to a strip club and pairs up with 2 dudes that have not here. That must be Tom there. They're getting you already. They're getting you guys already hillbilly down. That's why it don't work, Perlita. Because you're not my sister and my wife. And that's what Joe and them have always done ever since they ran the torture chamber. You won't know that reality because they tanked down boys. So if they're doing Lost Boys and Dangerous Game, they're doing that for you, Rubble Knight. And that's what you guys are setting as because you had no respect for what was going on out here, Joe. You just moved in and started telling everybody what to do and doing your holiday rape and stink. I let you have the obsession over what was never yours. Everybody did in the world, Joe and Harry, okay? And Adam and John and Dave and see, Harry, right there, your favoritism for another 3, and then another 3, and then another 3, and another 3. They let you loop it, Joe, and steal with the carny. And that world sucks. And we're not doing what we're supposed to do. And so, after that massive attack that you guys did, and ruined everything, Joe, terrorist men, NASA and Lockheed had no other choice. They rebuilt it, and Microsoft and all them rebuilt it, even though they know you stole it. Built it and done. And they all pretend about how being clean and pure they are. I built an eye already, people, to prove that Joe and Harry and a lot of those adult men were rapists when they came back over and jacked up everybody's shit in the Banshee Indian of the night. So they're building it for you, Joe and Harry, and you're great to prove. So when you in the future, like I said, you'll be paired up to your supposed wife your supposed one after you destroyed an entire family to get what you wanted. And so, like I said, your team, your brotherhood, when they open their mouths about how great they are after I'm long dead and gone, and you get your trial and all that, and the needle, every time you speak, Joe, and you're sitting there with him, commanding with him, everything out of your mouth will be a fucking bull-faced lie and full of shit. And you can command all America with David on it. And like I said, Perlita, be careful, because I know he's after you and he wants you. And when you match up with him and you get your magical kingdom and dollhouse that you obviously stole, Perlita, you stole that from PT Cruiser Julie, see? Or another blue girl, or my cousins, or Rachel, or some other ones, see? When they match you up, Perlita, and your supposed loveliness there, because I ain't gonna marry any of that stuff that you guys are making and that bit is that gross, because you're not a peaches either. Guess what? When you slam into the wall with your torturing piece of shit leader there in your spaceship again, and he runs the torture chamber again, you'll deserve it, because like I said, he's the one that tanked me and my father down and lied. So I don't give a shit if you guys are successful, because I already know you guys are gonna die because you're dumb shits in the first place.